Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Rao. Here again, let's present a tip on wellness. Today is how can you make fitness fun? You know, a lot of people really, dread exercise and they can't keep it up, right? Uh, but when we make exercise a fun activity and thereby more people are sticking to it and getting healthy, right? It's not a bad thing to make it fun. Actually it is better, actually good if you dance and you enjoy the dance, and then there is a way yoga is incorporated into dance, and also you can dance and do the yoga too, because traditional dances of Indian origin, like Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, those dances are pretty slim and pretty athletic, and they do focus on that. So let's see how can we make physical activity fun by trying new forms of exercise, like dance or yoga. It may be new for some people. Many people dance. Many people do yoga these days, do this physical yoga. I do put the physical yoga in its place, but not real yoga, which is off the mind. That's a different matter. But in yoga, they do series of postures continuously. That's called vinyasa. That's pretty fun. You can do that. There is one form of yoga, anga mardhana. Anga means all the body parts. Mardhana means massaging. So if you do this series of yoga asanas, you will be doing the massage of all your inner organs. Okay. Anyway, so when you incorporate these enjoyable exercises, that can really increase your motivation and uh, see easier to stick to it, right? When it is fun, and that will lead to a healthier lifestyle. That's what it is, right? So we're going to go to the details of how to incorporate fun into exercise, and how to have fitness regimens that will compatible to this, and how you can be benefited as a whole. Okay, so let's see what are the benefits of making this exercise as fun. You know, for fitness as fun is many people do for athletic or sports participation, or just health concern and all that. But if you can incorporate this like a lifestyle, it's much easier to follow, right? So first of all, if you make it fun, you will stick to it, you will be adhering to it, right? That's one thing. And other thing is, it really uh, it releases your perceived effort. Suppose you're thinking, oh, I am doing exercise, so such a big deal, monotonous, boring, and you may have no motivation and all that, right? But when you're dancing, when you're doing something fun, that is really helping you to be entertained or to have the fun, then you won't have the effort that you pursue. So it reduces that. That's an important thing, okay? And then the mental health. Obviously, when you are having fun, you are not depressed or anxious, right? So these are the important benefits. The last one is uh, it does improve your social connections, right? You go dancing with a group of people, you all can have better relations than if you are going on by own. So those are the benefits that are there, apart from the physical activity, physical health promotion, right? And also, if you have different types of exercises, then they can challenge your body in so many areas. So the diversity is very helpful for you to really get into the nitty-gritty. And in yoga, I know, for example, you will be recruiting muscles, otherwise you are not doing it all. So that is a very, very good thing as you age and as you have balance and other problems. Recruiting these muscles that are small, that are not normally recruited by people. But if you are stationary, if you are in this bed, if you are in the chair all the time, where will you have the recruitment of those muscles? They will be gone. On the other hand, if you get up and you have a Wii or something, video game, and then you get engaged, then feel a whole lot better. Okay, these are the few benefits you have. Very commonsensical, but I just want to enumerate them. And now, how do you integrate fun into fitness? Okay, um, you can do different activities. That's one thing. They can be dance, they can be yoga, they can be pilates, they can be rock climbing, or even martial arts. Wonderful, right? Look at Bruce Lee's movie. I always get tremendous energy just by looking at him, like by seeing his movie. So I don't know how many times I saw Enter the Dragon, not for the violence, but for the his intensity of emotion. He does show that. So that is one thing. Uh, you can also join group classes. If you have group classes, go and join them, and they will be very, very helpful for you to form social bonds too. And then if you have some fun goals, like a uh, traditional fitness goals, like losing weight or something like that, you can go like a new skill or activity that you're going to really enjoy yourself. Even AI is providing a lot of opportunities like that, right? You can be so you can say, I'm going to dance for 45 minutes. I'm going to perform this martial arts like uh, you know 1,000 times, a routine of breathing, all the things like that. I'm just throwing at it as they're coming to my mind, but you know what I mean. Then you can involve friends and family and make an appointment. Say we are going to go and to this bar or whatever, and then we go to dance, and people do that, right? That will be a fun exercise. And then use your technology. There are so many apps that tell you what you can do, what you cannot do, and all that. So there will be a lot of apps that you could. That's a different talk altogether, but that's okay. And also, uh, I love to make playful competition with my daughter, with my son, and all that. That will be very good too. So, so that is how you can incorporate into the daily life. But if you want to maintain excitement, there can be some tips. In your fitness routine, you can make changes like. Keep experimenting. Don't do the same routine every day, which is kind of boring. Keep experimenting, and listen to your body. Very, very important. Listen to your body so that the body tells you if it is too much or it is too little. Then you can, reduce the exercise or intensity, and that will be good too. And then you want to make small goals that you want to achieve, and you say, okay, I'm going to achieve these goals, but I'm going to celebrate my achievements, and that really becomes fun, right? Like I suppose I'm inducing a breathing technique, which is called Brahmari, which is like a bumblebee. You kind of close your eyes and nose and mouth, and then not nose, eyes and ears and mouth, and then breathe through in and out through the nose, but with a sound. So that sound you can maintain for a long period. Many of my patients, my students cannot keep up with me. That's okay, but I'm not going to beat them. I'm going to show them how long can we do that, and that will be fun too. So you can also document your steps or your endurance or your whatever goals you have. You can do that too, and that way you can make it much more fun, following your goals, for celebrating those goals, and having a friendly competition, and really involving the friends and family. All these things are really good ways to enhance our physical activity, more like a fun activity. That way you can stick with it, right? So that's really important to consider that. Let's see what else we can do. In yoga, for example, we have a laughter yoga. So what it is people gather together in the morning on the street, it's a tropical country, and then they start to ha 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 for no reason, just laugh out, and then the movement and all of that that they do together without a joke, without anybody provoking you, just initiate the laughter movement, and that generates into movement within your body and really helps you to arrest all the thoughts and relax. So try that laughter yoga. I put a video talk on that too, so you can check it out on my YouTube probably. So all the time, moving the body is the goal. Okay, it could be somewhat severe at times, somewhat just a functional fitness where you use your own weight of the body to exercise, right? So you go upstairs, for example, and then you run on the stairs, for example, and that could be fun, right? And then you would try listen to the body when it is achy and when it is really telling you don't do this, this is overdoing it. That's very common. People don't listen to the body as much as they should, and they do too much or too little. So always listen to your body. That will be very, very good. Okay. Um, Majority of the times, I tell people only principle about fitness is move your body and keep your mind quiet. We are doing exactly opposite in the modern culture. We kind of station ourselves in the sofa set or something more comfort, and we'll be sitting in the chair, or we kind of switch on a movie screen, either a phone or iPad or the TV, and then we follow that action with our mind, right? That is running the mind faster and faster and faster. That's exactly what you don't want to do in modern times if you want to be physically fit and mentally relaxed, right? So what you want to do is you have some hour for the entertainment where you just want to relax and sit down. That's fine. I'm talking about people sitting in front of the TV for hours and hours, like a marathon, right? That is the one which we want to frown upon. Okay, you be moving at work, you be moving at whatever you are doing, or you are walking as much as possible, and not sitting for a prolonged time, but you are getting up and go around the desk and come back and sit down. So one thing is when you are making a phone call, for example, you are sitting down and you got a phone call, get up and move around and talk if you could, in your own room. So all those simple things, watching yourself, am I getting lazy? Am I getting slow? Am I encouraging my laziness and slowness? That kind of self-study. This is called swa-adhyaya, studying yourself in action. If you can do that, then you will be able to really know whether you're listening to your body or not, and the signals are right or not, and how can you really correct those signals. That is a very, very valuable thing for you. You don't have to go to anybody if you can do this. Be active, be moving, avoid prolonged sitting, avoid lying down in the soft sofas and all that. Then your back will be better and your joints will be better, and then you can always enjoy fitness, but at the same time, peace of mind and stressless mind by not engaging it into constant activity. You want to use the mind when you are doing something significant of you, but then are you giving it enough rest and enough relaxation as it needed. You can reflect, you can think, you can brainstorm. That's fine, but don't allow the mind to be constantly chattering away. Okay, that's the one which you want to be. But if you're having fun, you're dancing, you are not having that much of chatter. Actually, when you smile or laugh, you can notice you are really staying the mind put. That means our mind doesn't move really at that time. So you can try it. You can just smile and see your mind is kind of in the state of stability. So smile as much as you can, laugh as much as you can, enjoy yourself, but don't be engaged in thinking that's kind of lost in past, lost in future. That's only certain times, but don't allow it like a habit. Then the habit becomes more. So many people that I see are either not moving physically and they're engaging our mind run pretty fast. And these people send you all the notifications, the social media, and all that. They want to your attention. Nothing is free. They want your attention. That's why they're promoting all these stimuli. So what you want to do is you want to see what is needed, what is important for you. Only those should be coming in. If you have that much of simple discipline about curtailing the stimuli that are coming from outside or from your own mind, from the past or from the future, um, recognize they are not real. That means they are not here and now. They are not in the present. So the less you have that input, the more you will be perceiving what is happening in the present, which is a good thing for you. Okay, so that's about it. I think I don't want to be too much on this tip of having fun while you're exercising or for fitness, whatever you do. Do that as much as you can. And if you have any questions or if you want to come and talk to me about it, you're more than welcome. That way I can engage with you guys. There are so many friends here. So be Chelsea, so many people I know. So anybody wants to come up, I'll be happy to engage them. But what they do to make their fitness activity fun. Okay, I go deeper into the fun part of it because insights into truths of our life, they can be profoundly entertaining you. Like you got the aha moment, you got implementation of these things, and that kind of relaxes you from the core. Where that is a real. It's not like you have a problem and you're putting aside and you're enjoying your movie. Then the movie will come back. But if you solve the problem and then movie enjoyment, that will be good. So I have a simple principle for my staff and for my everybody that I work with. The delay that gratification, the need for gratification. Do the things that you want to do, and your mind or your interior conscience is telling you, this is what I want to do fast. So I always tell my staff, delay that gratification. Don't have this early gratification in the morning, and but define what I'm going to do today, or whatever comes your way, you will do it. But at least you keep your your mind and everything from inside onto the duty that you have. And once that is done, you reward yourself for the what you have done. Any activity that helps you, like relax, right? It's all a question of fun and having relaxation of the mind at the same time. Body has exercise. Okay, so let me see if I have anybody I need to follow here. I will do that. That's something I'm doing these days. If they appear on my list and I have not followed them, I follow them. So I'm going to announce a piece of information here. I'm doing a retreat in the second or third week of Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 3 o'clock. But each session is a morning session, evening session. They'll have segments of 20 minutes. This is about inner resilience. That's what I strive with my students and with my family and myself. How do you do everything? How do you uh, handle your nutrition, vital nutrition? How do you optimize your exercise? How do you have a quality relaxation and quality sleep? And how do you handle your thought and emotions? All these are presented, several of them, but not only the philosophical background behind it, but also what are the practical things they can do with me, and they take home and then do that. And then some probably insights from the very, very ancient time, how we can incorporate into our present modern time, where that's the main focus. How does the modern life give us so much stress, and how we are not able to handle it properly, just by slowing a little bit and handling our own tools of body, mind, thought, emotion, uh, in in a consciousness, not like a unconsciously, but consciously. So I'm going to give a lot of tips, a lot of take-home points so that people can. They may be doing them. That's fine. But if somebody is not doing them, they can take it home. That's why I'm working on that, and I'm developing the um, syllabus, you can call it, or uh, a lot of essays, a lot of presentations, so that they're already there. I have the videos, I have the ebooks and all that. So I will be presenting that. For example, I'm big on deep breathing, not just once, but through the day, consciously. That is the most important energy giving thing for us than even food and water. We need the food and water, but then beyond that, if you can be doing this deep breathing as you get more chances, then it will be much more. There's what's called kumbhaka, where you hold the breath and hold on to it for a few seconds. Like I can hold for 1 minute, but people may not be doing in the beginning. They may be doing 5 seconds, 10 seconds, like that. Even if you do that, that is a wonderful practice to enhance your energy. And then probably I'll go deeper into what are those energies that supply to different systems, like a prana, dhyana, there are Sanskrit names for that, but I will be talking about them. So people can see the importance of deep breathing and also have some practical ways to do. I kind of say to my son, if you start before the red light, take deep breaths, you know. And I tell my doctor friends, every 1 hour, stop for a minute and do this deep breathing and get your mind away from the whatever that is brooding in you, but be in the present that way. You can bring yourself back to present by doing that 1 minute breathing. Okay, things like that. So I think you will learn a lot about a lot of these holistic health measures that I do practically, and I teach it for my students in my wellness club, and also I talk about them freely here when I come. But it has to be relevant to the topic. But this is going to be this is like an oasis for inner resilience, for stress produced by modern lifestyles. Okay, that's as simple as that. It's not like taking a puff of cigarette. It's not like taking a glass of wine. It's not like taking some drugs. That's not it. It's something that you could do naturally that you have been neglecting as though they are not important. For example, getting up in the morning, if you are working at night and then sleeping through and then having a good sleep, is a fundamental important thing for a lot of people. But then, whether you are working daytime or nighttime, people are keeping up till 2 o'clock, like their screen time, right? And we'll talk about what are the specific advantages of early rising. How can we suppose these kids these days, I see them, they kind of sleep very late, 2 o'clock, and they'll be talking about all sorts of things. And then they get up in the morning at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that, you know. So, how can you rectify that slowly without trauma? Okay, that kind of. So, they're very practical, very important, but then all the time, there is this ancient wisdom behind. And once you understand that, what they did was they went too deep into what is the human nature and how can we find out about it by going deep within ourselves. And then they brought routines that ordinary people, without having this acumen to do this investigation within themselves, they can do simple things and then that will add up to that. Okay, so hopefully that will be, yeah, I'm excited because I always create these things, and then I do these retreats or webinars or master classes. You know, few people come, that's okay, but I have the satisfaction of trying to do it, and then they stay there in the social media, and people can reach and do that. Okay, okay, that's it, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow again with another tip. I'll be presenting to you 8 p.m. Central. So, thank you.